So welcome to some games we've been playing recently, and we're going to get into all of that really soon. What have you guys been playing? Let us know down below. I always like seeing what people have been playing, what they've been up to.
Definitely.
Because we're in our zone doing our thing.
Yeah.
But what is your zone and what is your thing? Let us know down below. And we got to give a big clapping here, big round of applause. Miss Kim has finished Dragon Quest 2. That's amazing. There's only one more to go, and she's finished every Dragon Quest game. We're both up to date at that point. Then we can rank all the games. That's something
that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. We'll sit down. You do your list. I'll do mine, and all that. So we can talk though. What did you think of the second game? Say compared to the first game.
I enjoyed it slightly more.
Yeah.
Only because it definitely felt like they were still building off the first one.
Mm-hmm.
They introduced 2 new characters.
Yes.
Which is great. It opens up your party. So obviously that helps out when you're in the world, because the first one it's just you. You alone.
You alone. It really was that way, and then all of a sudden, even when I first played number 2, I was like, oh, it's cool. You get these other characters. And that was exciting because we already were doing that in other games, and Dragon Quest was catching along at that time, which was called Dragon Warrior back then.
Right. And I thought it was good. I mean, there's still some slight downfalls about it.
Oh yeah.
Is that I didn't like how you have to carry everything with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or you can like drop it off at a bank.
Right.
But you don't have a bag or anything in this
So
game.
it's item management.
Yeah, it's item management.
Yeah,
And I never really enjoyed that. I mean, the reason why, not the reason, but one of the reasons I do very much enjoy Dragon Quest is that you have a bag and you can fill up your characters, and you don't really have to worry too much.
It's because it's an older game.
Okay, and that's what it is too. It's an older game. It's a challenging game because every 3 seconds
it's combat.
But
that was the first game too. I mean, that's what these games are all about.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal, but with this one, you get multiple monsters to fight.
Yeah.
Which is fun, makes it more entertaining.
Rather than just the same monsters, and over and over, like there's like the blue slimes or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Mix and matches them up a little bit.
And it does carry on the story like 100 years later.
Yeah.
Which I thought was, this is really cool. We're keeping it going. And I think you kind of mentioned that you're gonna like the interaction between all 3, and I didn't know what you meant by that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying any more than that.
No, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't like the main character's outfit.
Oh,
or
really?
Or the princess outfit. I don't like the head caps. It's not very medieval to me. I know, it's so stupid.
Oh, that's funny. That really bugged you?
I didn't like it.
This is the first I've heard of this. So
I know, I've been keeping that one.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, in Dragon Quest Builders, they bring back that style a bit, with the goggles, but I just didn't like it.
It was Akira Toriyama's designs at the time, from Dragon Ball. So he would take a lot of his influences and things like that and put them into Dragon Quest. So, and I think there's some charm like that. That's kind of been lost a little bit now over time. But yeah, I can kind of get that.
You know what I mean?
It's taking you out of it,
It did kind of take, because 2 characters had the same thing. I was like, okay. But you get a ship.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. I was like, I like this. You can definitely explore a little bit more.
Yeah, I remember getting the ship, and that was a big deal. And I was like, oh, cool. I mean, it made the game feel so much bigger than the first game, and they were building onto that. And then that takes you into the third game. You've just started that.
Yeah, and it's a Dragon Quest game to me. I think that's what I said to you as I was playing. Like, this is a Dragon Quest game.
Yeah.
They were definitely... The first one was, this is what it is. The second one, we're kind of feeling ourselves out a bit more. Yeah. And this is exactly
when they nailed it.
When they nailed it. I mean, even the map was all grayed out. And I was like, yes, good. So when I explore, I'm exploring rather than it all laid out. I already know where everything, not where everything is.
But it's more of an exploration thing.
Game. Yes.
Yeah, you're discovering it as you go along.
Yeah, and
type of thing.
I like that. What's different in the third one, so I'm not really that far into it, but you can create characters to join in your group. You can have 3. Yeah. So altogether you have 4 people together. I like that idea. I mean, you can make them into a mage, into a martial artist, or a priest. Yeah. And you can select their skills and everything.
Right.
The only thing I don't like about it is you're not that connected to them.
Oh, through the story? I mean, they're just random NPC characters that you have made but they're just kind of characters.
Yes, whereas in the second one, you meet the characters, and you feel like, oh, okay, we have like a little bit of a bond together, and we're going on this adventure. But this is just like you kind of make them.
It's interesting you say that because when you get into 4, if you remember 4, was when you play all the different characters and then they all come together.
Yeah.
I've never felt more connected to characters in a Dragon Quest game than that game. I don't know. Living all their different lives in 4 was so cool, and then all that. So you can see them building things.
You know what I mean? So they are kind of making the roadmap to what they want Dragon Quest to be.
I'm totally guessing here, but maybe they looked at the 3rd game and said, yeah, maybe people didn't feel connected to the story as much. Maybe we'll make the next one way more story character driven because it's way more driven.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like night and day from 3 to 4 and all that. So how far into 3 are you? I haven't even asked you.
I'm maybe 10 hours in.
10 hours in,
maybe.
yeah.
And do you know what you get in this game?
What's that?
A bag.
Yeah. So finally you can have as many items as you kind of want.
I got so excited when I saw that bag. I was like, yes, finally, I don't have to carry around all this junk all the time. It just really bugged me about that. It really did.
It's kind of like Resident Evil where you're micromanaging your items and inventory all the time.
Well, it's bad when you go into something and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have the key.
Right. And I have the key there. So I have to go all the way back and get it and all that. So you're having fun time playing these. Is it interesting? You're almost complete. I can't believe it.
Almost complete. I mean, give me a few more days.
A few more days?
I'll probably grind it and just do it. But it's, again, brutal. Like, every 3 seconds or so, you get hit pretty hard. But the music has definitely got a lot better.
Yes.
No more of that ugly battle music.
Oh yeah, the that music haunts everybody.
Oh, God, that was so
annoying. Haunts everybody.
I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with it. This is definitely what I thought a Dragon Quest game was as well, because I did the later ones.
Yes.
So
no,
I'm having a blast.
Yeah, I can't wait to see when you finish 3. We're gonna have a little slime. We'll probably get a slime cake that night or something, and
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I'll do it. Even though we're on a diet.
That's what I was gonna say. What kind of cake is this gonna be?
I don't know. It'll have to be a nut cake or something. I don't know, something lame and all that. But something that is absolutely not lame is a game that I started playing again, that I finished, and it is, I'm going to say something outlandish here.
Oh.
It is my favorite PlayStation 5 game, even though it is not originally a PlayStation 5 game. It was made on a PS4, and I just want to say I played quite a bit of it. On the PS4, and it was a game of the year for me, and I'm like, I really need to go back to it, and I'd kind of forgotten everything, and like almost a year had gone by. I decided to pick up Ghost of Tsushima and play it on the PS5, and because I had a review copy, and I'm like, I want the physical copy. I want to, I actually want to support the developers because I really, really like the original.
Beautiful,
beautiful game, but my God, I know I use the term a religious experience for some games, but this game was a religious experience for me because I wasn't playing it to review it or for any other reason. I was just playing because I had a bit of time. I'm like, I'm going to play this game. And I sat down and I got sucked into the world.
So did I.
Yeah, and Kim was playing Dragon Quest on the couch and just watching. And it's a beautiful game to watch, right?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah. The graphics.
I know.
Oh my gosh, it's just wonderful.
And there's so many enhancements that I like. Like the original graphics were really good, but my God, the frame rate's even better on PS5. For me, it's just unreal. And the haptics in the controller, they've updated those. So when you pull your bow, you feel it in the controller, and it feels awesome.
Don't you just feel like you're more involved?
Way
in the game?
more immersed.
That little touch.
Yeah, but it was that stuff. But it was also what I loved about the game. I was like, okay, there's all these story elements. You can always jump to the, where the story's going on. I'm like, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to go explore. And I jump on my horse and I start going south, and I just start going through different towns and things.
The wind.
I'm following the wind.
Which is so cool. Like, that's such a unique idea.
That is so good.
Beautiful.
So in 4K, it's incredible.
In 4K.
Yeah, I gotta say because
I love saying 4K.
Because in 4K, it's a marvel. It's something I never thought I'd see video games look like this in my lifetime, so I'm happy to see them. But I'm going south, and what's so brilliant about the game is it keeps sucking me back into the story. Even though I'm trying to avoid the story, it's bringing me back. And it was great because I went all south, and then also it brought me right back up, and I got right into the story and right to the end game. There's so much to do in the game. It is mind-boggling. I said to Kim, I said this to Kim, I can't believe human beings made this game. because it's so remarkable. It's so remarkable. These open world games in general, like Red Dead Redemption, or like the Assassin's Creed series, these games are massive in scope and incredible with what they do. I'm always marveled at how they created these games. I mean, it's just the amount of people. How do you bring all this together? I can't even wrap my head around it. But the experience was so remarkable with Ghost of Tsushima. I sat there in awe, and when I finished the game, I mean, the emotional punchlines at the end, and the game continues on right after that. But I was just like, this is amazing. This is the most amazing game. It's one of my games of the year, again. On PS5. And there was a bit of controversy because people who had to have the PS4 version, you had to pay money to upgrade it. Where, with smart delivery on the Xbox, you just can update the game for free if you have it.
Okay.
So a lot of people are upset about that, and I totally get that. But I also want to say this, that the game is damn awesome, and with that folly aside, the game is a marvel, and it's one of my, I would say, probably one of the better games I played in the last 10 years. Yeah. It's up there in the top tier of that, and what a remarkable game. Have any of you guys played Ghost of Tsushima? Like, what is it like for you?
Yeah.
What was your experience like? I mean, for me, it was everything I could ever imagine in a game. I mean, unreal, like a real adventure, and just the combat.
The comic was so unique.
So fulfilling. You go up there and you have standoffs with people, and you stand there, and you just release the triangle button at the right time, just slash them, and you just upgrade all of the stances and all of that kind of stuff. The upgrading in the game is awesome.
Yeah, when you're doing the standoff, I'm like, why are you just standing there? He's just standing there, and then he kind of like trying to psych you out.
He's trying to psych me out, and it's just like, no, and a boosh.
But when you connect, when that happens, it's just like out of a samurai movie.
It's like a Kurosawa film, and there's that mode in there as well where you can switch it to black and white to really have that experience. And it's just remarkable that even when you have the standoffs, you can even upgrade that. So you slice the first guy and you hold it, then you slice the second guy, and then the third guy. And that is so cool. The combat was so excellent. Parrying attacks, going in for the kill, and changing your stances based on who you're fighting. If you're fighting a person with a shield or a spear, you change your stance to take them on, and it's incredibly fulfilling combat. It's like, and I think the thing is, I don't play a lot of open world games. I do every once in a while, maybe like once a year, I play a really big open world game, like a Zelda or something like that.
Yeah.
And this was my open world game of the year. And I don't think I could play open world games all the time.
Yeah.
I think because it's such a time commitment, but doing it every once in a while is such a great ride and all that.
And just the scenery in general.
Oh my God.
Wow, sometimes you just like have your horse standing there, you just be looking out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, like this could be a perfect screenshot for like a background on a computer or something. All of it was just beautifully done.
When you'd be riding through a forest and it's just like, and the leaves are falling.
The beautiful touches.
The only thing that I want to say, the one thing that I didn't like in the game.
What?
Yeah, no, there's one thing. It's just because it seems so stupid to me, and it's just a small nitpick. I was complaining about.
Not like caps.
What's that?
Caps on the heads.
No, nothing like that from Dragon. But when I was going through a forest or a field or something, there's like a little icon that will show like a bear attack or a bear is near.
Oh yeah, when those bears.
I'm like, how dangerous are these bears? I get it, but they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'll be going through, it's like bears that attack. I'm like, geez, like, oh my God.
Or that time where you accidentally let out.
Oh, yeah, I was letting out prisoners. I snuck into a bandit camp.
You did it so well.
And I'm letting out the prisoners out of their bamboo cages, and I'm letting out one at a time. And I'm not paying attention.
No.
I am opening up the next cage, and there's a bear in, and it comes out just mauls.
And you're just trying to run away from it. It wasn't happening.
Yeah, and I was destroyed. Did that bear kill me? So I think I have an automatic hatred for bears in this game, because they just kept killing me and trying to maul me all the time. I mean, in Japan, they have the most insane, scary bears, it would seem, in the entire world. But man, I mean, so that's what we've been playing recently. I've also been thinking, and I don't know, oh my God, thinking about playing Death Stranding again. I got pretty much halfway through the game, did some first thoughts on it, and I really want to play the updated version on PS5 and get back into it, because It's an interesting experience. I love Kojima. I love his storyline stuff. I mean,
it's dark and weird.
Yeah, I got a BB unit in the other room there. Don't forget me, Father. So crazy with that. And yes, it's like a package delivery game, and you're kind of going through the world and making it a bit better and laying down bridges and figuring out how to traverse the world. But it's weird. It's interesting. The BB unit with you. It's so strange that it's calling to me again, and I think I'm going to jump back in for a little bit of time and see if I get back into that.
That'd be good.
Yeah, for sure. And the other big one, when they do the update for PS5, Cyberpunk.
Finally! Oh my goodness! I cannot wait to watch this game.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for so long.
I know.
Like, we were not going to touch it. We're like, you know what? Until they figure out all the bugs, then we'll actually put some time and effort into it.
Yeah.
But what's the point? Like, for us, what's the point of playing the game and just keep glitching and something happens, especially with our time?
Yeah.
So no, I'm looking forward to that game.
They have fixed it now that it's definitely playable and good. Not like it was like a year or so back. But I'm waiting for that PS5 upgrade to play on PS5 optimized and all that, which they say is coming by the end of the year. I don't know when that will be. There's no, it just says the end of 2021, and they haven't changed the date yet. So
we're waiting.
We're waiting. That's the big one that I want to play, I want to see, and I'm really excited about. So guys, that's all we've been playing. That's what we've been doing recently. What have you guys been playing? Let us know down below. So anyways, guys, until next time.